A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Kavya Jawar, welcome you all on a Friday evening to the book launch of The Soul's Fuel by Mrs. Anusha Hansaria. Just a small request before the event starts, can I request everyone to please turn their phones on silent mode so we can enjoy the event to the most? Yeah. Thank you. I request Mr. Akshat Hansaria to kindly escort the Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Justice Ramanna, former Chief Justice of India, to the dais. Sir, please. I request Mr. Abhinav Hansaria to kindly escort the guest of honor, Professor Dr. Ramesh Chandra Gaur, Director, National School of Drama, to the dais. Thank you, sir. I request Mrs. Deepal Hansaria to present a bouquet of flowers to Honorable Justice Ramanna. This is to be bought by Mr. Sachin Kumar. I request Mr. Abhinav Hansaria to present a bouquet of flowers to Professor Dr. Gaur. This is to be bought by Tapesh Mishra. Let me introduce the young author to all of you. Mrs. Anusha Hansaria is a computer software engineer by profession, but her passion for writing has brought us all here today. While she develops mobile applications, her zeal for following her dream of becoming an author always led her to express herself through her writings. Once she discovered her passion for writing, there was no going back, and we are here today to celebrate her very first publication. I request Mrs. Anusha Hansaria, the author, to introduce the book and say a few words on how to fuel our soul. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Kavya. A very good evening to everyone present here today. Honorable Dr. Justice N.V. Ramanna, former Chief Justice of India, my father-in-law, Mr. Vijay Hansaria, told me that Justice Ramanna is known as the Chief Justice for the common man of India. So, the Honorable Chief Justice for the common man of India. Professor Dr. Ramesh Chandra Gaur, Director, National School of Drama, a well-known expert in the digital preservation of culture, heritage and archives. My family members, friends, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special day for me, and I want to thank each one of you from the bottom of my heart for attending my book launch. Your presence means a lot to me and I feel honored. Back in 2019, when I posted my first blog, I never imagined that this day would exist, where I would be addressing all of you at my book launch event. Believe me, it is scary, but I'm also overwhelmed with excitement I'm grateful to all of you for a blissful presence. Let me start by asking you, did you start your day by looking at the mirror and saying the three magical words? That is, I love you. I did this in the morning and also before coming here. This is a fuel for our soul, and this is what the book is all about. The book contains 51 short stories, which is an inspirational collection for a blissful life. In many of the stories, I have characterized myself as the character of the story. However, all of them are not my personal experience. I have tried to get myself into the character while writing. When you read my book, you will observe that every story ends with some learning of hidden positivity with the motto of living a happy and blissful life. The first story of my book is Action Speaks Louder Than Words. Even a newborn child understands sign language at the time when he or she doesn't understand words. We communicate with the infant through our actions and they respond. As they say, if your actions don't live up to your words, you have nothing to say. Friends, please remember, there's always a new beginning. So don't get disheartened by your first failure. Try again and again. Whenever you do a good job, pat yourself and say, well done. Never lose hope, as it is hope that keeps us alive and going. I would sound cliche when I say कि उम्मीद पर ही दुनिया कायम है, but believe me, this is true. We are not comfortable with change in our lives and want things to be permanent. We feel bad when we lose someone, either temporarily or permanently. But please remember and realize that there is only one person who is always with you, and that is you. Everybody else is temporary. Do you know what is my secret to be happy? Make someone else happy. Gift a smile. Observe the smile on others' face in which you have some contribution. That smile will bounce back to you automatically. The 51st story of my book is Who Are You? You are the best version of yourself and you are amazing. As the character Geet said in the movie जब we met, मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. When you read my book, I am sure you will relate yourself with some of the stories. And if you do, I have achieved what I had expected from my book. I am thankful to Honorable Justice Ramanna and Professor Gaur for taking time off from their busy schedules for coming here to release my book. Sir, the presence of legendaries like you is a big source of inspiration and encouragement for first-time authors like me. I thank my publisher, 16 Leaves Publication, for readily agreeing to publish my book and for doing such a marvelous job. I convey my special thanks to all my family members, without whose active and motivational support we wouldn't be here celebrating my book launch. I thank each of you for coming here, which by itself is a great source of inspiration. The biggest gift to me would be to receive your valuable feedback once you have read the book. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anusha ma'am. Your words really were soulful, which fueled our soul, and I'm sure so will the book. Let's give a round of applause to the young author once again.
A small token of love and necessity.
I request Honorable Justice Ramanna and Professor Dr. Gaur to kindly release the book now. This is to be bought by Mr. Hriday Agarwal. The book looks really attractive on the outside, and I'm sure it will definitely be from the inside too. Thank you so much, everyone. Professor Ramesh Chandra Gaur is the director of National School of Drama, NSD. NSD has produced many big Bollywood artists like Anupam Kher, Anil Kapoor, Nawazuddin Siddiqui, and Paresh Rawal, which many of us might not know. Dr. Gaur is the chairman of Niti Aayog Project Monitoring Committee for Networking of Union Ministers and Department Libraries. He is also co-chairing the UNESCO Global Task Force of Indigenous Languages for the decade 2022-2032. I request the guest of honor of today's function, Professor Dr. Ramesh Chandra Gaur, to say a few words. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, Namaskar. So it's indeed a great honor, sir, sharing dice with you. I'm so honored, and congratulations to author for such a wonderful book. Book launches are regular part of my life because I think almost every week I'm part of any one book launch somewhere or another. They have been part of over 500 book launches. But this is very special book launch, which I'm so happy. And the reason being, first of all, the way I see the family is organizing this program for the daughter-in-law, and everybody is here. So that's the kind of like blissful life we expect that as a joint family system. And I think this is the one message she has given in the book. Definitely, when we talk about the book, cover is really beautiful and very attractive. And I'm sorry, I just got it 2 days before. So I'm not gone through all the stories, but whatever I have glanced through, it I feel that I'm connected with it, and I see this is something me. I have been feeling like that, and that's the beauty of this book. That when you start reading, you feel that this particular incident or this is something related to you, and this is the greatest achievement of the author when you connect the readers with yourself, and everybody start feeling that what you are saying something. I also feel like that. So congratulations on that big achievement. So I will share a few of my thoughts, whatever I have gone through it. So the starting the first chapter when she talk about actions, and the most beautiful statement I see is language of love is most beautiful to communicate. Like when we talk about communication, and when she say that this love is the something very important part of our communication, and I think entire focus of the book is revolved around the that particular message. So that's the beginning, and she advised in the beginning that mindful of your actions. I think this is very important in our life, that uh, once you do something, you can't revert it back. So before doing anything, you have to be very careful and very mindful of your actions, and that's a lovely message he has given in the beginning of the first chapter. And the next chapter, when I see the title, "Can the First Love Happen Twice?" I think personally, I never believe in anything called first love. That's my personal strong belief that love is something that you experience every day. And one of the most beautiful things he talks about the relationship in the. I just want to read out the like something which is I really feel very happy to read when we talk about husband-wife relationship, and we talk about the marriage. So the companionship, respect, trust, understanding, commitment, and patience among several others, among which love is just a very tiny insignificant factor. I think this is the beautiful message that in your relationship, love is not everything. Love is something, but not everything. So that's the kind of like strong message when author is giving, and it is really making it very important communication. Another thing which I came across about the punctuality is blessing. I strongly believe it is always a blessing, never a curse, because it is very important part of your life. If you are punctual, then definitely you are blessed, because you cannot be successful without punctuality. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, or I think it is a too idealistic statement, because I think ignorance is always harmful, because if you are ignorant about anything, you cannot do anything right. So this is something I think we need to understand, that it is always a blessed curse, not ignorant. Importance of reading, something very close to my heart, and I just want to speak a little more on that. I've been because I have been with the users in various universities, in management institute, in science institute like TFR, in research community, in CSIR, culture, Ministry of External Affairs. I have very closest working with readers, and in this context, I think I always say that without reading, you cannot be a good professional. I always say that with course contents, anybody can pass out or take out the degree, but you cannot be a great professional without reading. And not reading just your own textbooks, or the you have to be a prolific reader, and you have to read as much as multidisciplinary literature you can read it. Because I will tell you, I'm a chemistry honors graduate, did computer science, did my masters and PhD library information science, and last 20 years I'm working in culture. And I don't have any like I never feel that I don't know this subject, because whenever a responsibility is assigned to me, I always go to books and the internet and find out the relevant literature. Because I still remember when I was selected in Indira Gandhi National Center for the Arts, some gentleman asked me what is intensive cultural heritage. I said, "I'm sorry, I don't know, because I'm coming from a science and technology institute, and I never worked in culture before that. But I can assure you, after a few months, I will give you a better definition of that." And today I am so happy that I speak hours on this particular subject, because I have developed myself, and how it comes through readings only. So reading is something, because every time you need not to go to universities or college to update your knowledge. Reading is the only component through which you can update yourself. Yes, there is always a new beginning. I think it is my personal experience, and I agree with your statement also, that we should not regret about whatever has happened. Whatever has happened, happened. Let's look forward to. And another important thing in related to this is that if something is happening which is not good for now, it may be giving you some better for the future. Like this is my personal experience, and I have proven records in my life that whenever something even wrong happened to it, it is something good for the future. So be optimistic and always look forward to the new beginnings. And never lose a hope. Because there are many times that we are human beings, and depression is part of our life. It can happen anytime, and sometimes I think self motivation is the best motivation. I always believe that if you are keep smiling and keep yourself motivated, I think nothing can damage you. Nothing is so important which can hurt you. And when we talk about is money everything, yes, definitely I agree with your statement. It is not everything, but it is something which is important. But money never gives happiness. That's absolutely, she has narrated in such a beautiful manner. Because uh, I, as a human being, I also feel that I started my job with the 660 rupees, my first monthly salary, and today I'm at the almost highest level of the salary in the government of India. But I don't see any difference in me. I'm the same person. I never have any regret when I was having 600 rupees, and I never have any kind of like over excitement or anything that I have that much money. I'm the same person wearing the clothes and eating the food and doing my daily routines. I never feel any different because money has increased or I got some. So I strongly agree with that. Money never make you happy. If that is the case, then if you compare like the Java tribes living in Andaman, uh, I consider they are more happier than Tatas or Birlas or Ambanis because they have more blissful life than all of us because they have no nothing to worry about it what will happen, and there is no uh, any kind of issue in that. Are you a good listener? Definitely. That's a very important part of your life. If you don't listen to anybody, I think you always commit mistakes. And sometimes I think you may not be able to do something. This is something I have experienced in my as a team leader in my institutions. The staff has some issues. There are many occasions where I can't do anything in that. But if I give him a patience hearing and listen to his issues and at least half of the problem is resolved because I'm able to listen him. I'm able to share his grief or pain and that is a very important part of your like it may be with family, it may be with your institution or anything whatever you call it. Say no. That's I think very important in our life. Like many times, if we don't say no on right time, but there is a like kind of a statement that if you someone cross a limit once, there is a tendency that it will cross again and again. So it is very important that the first instant itself you should say no. And many times like we have been overburdened because of we don't know okay sir, it will be done. So that also put you in a lot of trouble, and I'm the sufferer in that context because many times I hesitate in saying no, but that makes your life more complex and more complicated. So saying no on right time is definitely very important. I think there are a number of other instances in this book, and uh, I really feel that in one point of time we all have come across such incident. One very interesting when you talk about the like is it love? I remember my college days when I was studying in college. Definitely, I was not having any affair or an engagement. But a lot of my friends they were having either crush on someone or they were in the relationship. Like so, I was considered as the like kind of a healer. So they used to come to me and they narrate. आज उसने ये कहा आज ये इस तरीके से देखा अब नहीं क्या इसका मीनिंग हो सकता है किस तरह तो I enjoy like I was just trying to remember my good olden days of college that when we talk about those kind of incidents and really like many people start talking about me that he's an expert on he's a psychological healer and giving you advice on that. So that's a very important way of describing those kind of. I mean, it happens. I think if suppose somebody is saying I have not come across this kind of situation, he will be telling lie because everyone has one or other incident in the life like this. What you have explained. And I think this is the most important conclusion you have done. Like you have to, better than anybody else what you are, your strength, your weaknesses, what you can do, what you can't do. I think, or what wrong you have done, what good thing you have done. You are the best judge of your own self, and when you talk, you have to motivate yourself, or you have to decide anything. I think it is very important for you to really analyze yourself and uh, kind of this book. I think is so lovely. I'm definitely going to complete it very soon. Maybe when I will be traveling. That's the time I read most of the readings, and I will recommend to everybody that must read this book. Please, you will really feel happy because it has so many good anecdotes because that will give you somewhere connect with your thoughts and your life experiences. And writing and a book from a software engineer. She is not a philosopher. Like that kind of philosophical book coming from a software engineer is something that make that how important is it? Writings your own thoughts, because many people believe that you are an engineer, then you are just good for engineering only. I think we need to change those kind of mindset, because uh, everyone has certain kind of hidden artistic or as an author something to communicate to the society. And as an author and blogger, we expect that you come out with many more such books and will give us the society more insightful thoughts on your. And I wish you all the very best and look forward to more such publication from you. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your thoughtful words. I'm sure people might have called you Love Guru at that time. Honorable Justice N.V. Ramanna needs no introduction. He was the Chief Justice of India from April 2021 to August 2022. A little bit, sir, a little bit. And is known for his simplicity and humbleness. Sir, you might like to hear this, that I joined the profession when you were the Chief Justice, and like any newcomer, we used to get very anxious in everyone else's courts except yours, because of your humble and gentle attitude, and you allowed everyone to speak. So that is the biggest quality which every young lawyer admires about himself. And so you are rightly called the People's Chief Justice, or as Anusha ma'am has described you, as common man's Chief Justice. I request Chief Justice, Honorable Dr. Justice N.V. Ramanna, to deliver his speech. Over to you, sir.
Young author and the real chief guest of the day, Anusha Hansaria, my dear friend and colleague, senior advocate Vijay Hansaria, Professor Dr. Ramesh Chandragal, Director, National School of Drama, Madam Deepali Gandhi Hansaria, family members of Mr. Hansaria, senior advocates, many persons from the legal fraternity, distinguished guests, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, namaskar. Normally, the meetings, particularly this gathering of book release function or Kavi Sammelan, all these nowadays nobody is interested, because people are more attracted on just to refer while discussing with Mr. Ramesh about the Netflix or OTT or whatever it is. But you see a huge crowd and there's no place in the hall, and it's a very good sign and popularity of your book release function. And you are blessed with a good family background, and you are supported by the family. That's the reason, one of the main reasons that's why you have produced such good book, The Soul's Fuel, which contains, which touched majority of the topics which we face in everyday life. It's very difficult at a very young age. I can understand a person or a lady or male or female after 50 years of age spending time in a joint family or family, nuclear family or whatever family. You will come to know so many problems, we face so many problems, so you can explain. The amount of topics which you are referred is amazing. See, I don't want to touch the majority of the topics Mr. Ramesh has already explained. And he's the best person because he deals with this release of books and literature. As a judge, I think I have forgotten reading of books, particularly literature, and except reading paper books and judgments, written arguments, and all that. Now, slowly, I want to come back I can confess as a in student days, yes, it is really. I used to enjoy reading books because I am fond of reading, particularly my mother tongue, the Telugu literature, and I have vast thousands of books collection still in my home here and Hyderabad also. So I read very much, all types of books, not only books relating to law. So I stopped reading of the books after joining the profession. Whatever I talk or whatever I speak is the thing which I read as a student, and after that we completely stopped reading. But one good thing is that when the Hansaria called that, sir, are you available on a particular date that my daughter-in-law, she wants to release a book on. I was surprised why he had chosen me because, but I said that I know Hansaria from the last more than around 10 years, very accomplished and very gentleman, committed to the service of the people, not earning money. And many of the important matters where he was appearing as amicus, he assisted me, and he never allowed, even sometimes we want to push, and no, not now, no, sir, this is the important thing you have to hear, and that's why I'm really happy because he has said so much, particularly one case that is the criminalization of politics, where political leaders who are elected representatives are involved in criminal cases, why it is spending years together and all that, and he helped me a lot. And I have seen his integrity and hard working and his service to the legal profession. So I can't say no. That's why I readily agreed, and definitely I will come. And after reading the book, particularly I got only 2 days back, but I said I just at a glance I have seen it, and it's a great opportunity once again for me to start reading of the books. Now I will carry the book, and today I am traveling, so by weekend I can read complete all the stories of the book. And the book is an indication of the bright minds of the young generation. Now, see, the anticipated problems or visualizing the future or writing the themes is a very difficult thing. Now you see, she doesn't have, I think she has not faced the problems which she referred in this book because she is too young. So, but she referred the problems. One or two problems which particularly, which I realized it is important in my life, anybody's life is now. After retirement, I realized two topics, which is that I can say this is retirement, the worst phase of your life, and second is how to survive old age. These are the two important aspects or points which is necessary, which is important for me. So I am very curious, and I read, and I am really reflects that she could think so well ahead of time in writing these chapters. And I don't know, she narrated in the beginning that some of the problems which she has not practically faced, but she imagined, and she has written this. And in addition to that, some of the topics which she has given headlines in this book, particularly say that just say no. Already our director Saab has already told what is the important to say no. If your life has to be comfortable, of course, I failed on that count. That's a different story. I can't say no anybody. I will try to please yes. But if you can learn to say no in your life is so comfortable. This is the most important thing. And it is very difficult to say no, but we have to practice it. And from the childhood, you must try to say no. Then you are happy. If you say no, and after that, if you can say also, no problem. If you say yes and you can't say no thereafter, that is the biggest problem. So, one of the important contents in the book is that. Second thing is about the burning problem of our system about the nuclear family or joint family. It's really now one of the important issue or troublesome in today's society, because slowly joint families are disappearing and only wife and husband and children are living, and after some time children are living only wife and husband. This is one of the topic which she described and all that. Second is silence is a secret of weapon. That is also just like saying no. And how to be happy. Who are your friends? And another important debate is men and women. Whether they are equal or superior or whatever it is. And these are a regular life, in everyday life. These are the things. When you are traveling with a guy, who is expected to carry the heavier luggage? If only a single seat is available in a bus or metro between a man and woman, who is expected to give the seat to the other? When you go to a restaurant with your man, who is expected to pay the bills? Is it man most of the times? And she narrated and explained the advantages, disadvantages, etc., etc. And another thing is boys don't cry. This is another first time I am reading this. The thing is that boys also cry sometimes. Normally, the impression is male doesn't cry, and she says that boys also cry, and she says someone has rightly said, boys don't cry, but real men do. So these are the topics which touched and which really very important in life, particularly to understand and to have a good life and to lead a good life. That another important thing is that is in the acknowledgement chapter, she made a profound observation. She thanked all the people that have ever crossed in her path. Why is she saying that in her own words? Whenever you meet anyone, there is always some kind of learning that follows. It is the ability to learn from others that defines how we evolve as humans. Willingness to learn from your surroundings and through your interactions with the society is key to human development. It applies to every sphere of life. And at this engage, thinking the issues which you face in daily life and explaining in a simple language is really a great thing. One of the talents, hidden talents, she came out and in a book form. And in addition to that, now one of the dearest topic, as by the director also said, I am also about the reading habit. It's one of the most important thing, because nowadays we are completely stop reading everything, watching, and there is no time to read, or nobody is interested to read. Newspapers also, books also, magazines also. So the saying goes that reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. So the importance of reading, once again she has put in front. These are all the good contents in the book. I wish her a great success in her life, and expecting more good books to the future and future generation. And I encourage everyone to read this book, share it with your friends, and take to heart the lessons it contains. May it inspire you to pursue your dreams, cherish your peace, and live your life in the fullest. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words and being amongst us today. The pleasure is all ours. I request Mrs. Deepal Gandhi Hansaria to now propose the vote of thanks. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Kavya. As we come to the conclusion of this event, I would like to take a moment to express my gratitude to all of you for joining us today. Your presence has made this event truly special. We are ever so thankful for your support. This evening has been a wonderful celebration of learning life lessons from everyday stories. It is a testament to the passion and dedication of our first-time author who has poured her heart and soul into this book. We are proud of her talent and creativity and we wish her success in her writing career. We are honored to have Honorable Dr. Justice N.V. Ramana and Professor Ramesh Chandra Gaur here with us. And we thank them for sparing their valuable time to join us for this book release. We also would like to express our appreciation to 16 Leaves Publication for encouraging fresh talent and working tirelessly to ensure everything ran smoothly. I request Ms. Aarti Walia to convey our heartfelt thanks to the entire team at 16 Leaves Publication. Finally, I want to thank our family members and friends for their active and continuous encouragement. Your unwavering support has been instrumental in this book release. We hope that you've enjoyed this book launch as much as we have, and we would love to see you again soon. We now invite everyone to join us for tea outside. Thank you.
Just a minute. I request all the family members to come to the dais for a group photo.
Thank you very much.
Just an announcement. The book is available outside the hall, which you can get signed by the author, and it is also available on all the online platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, and Kindle. Thank you everyone for being a wonderful audience. Enjoy the evening. Thank you so much.
Get hold of it. ना वो खत्म है हाँ आ गई ना अच्छा हाँ हाँ खत्म हो गया जब तेरा फोन आ रहा था ना तब वो गुड्डू की स्पीच चल रही थी हाँ वो तो गया
Coming from office? Like that.
नहीं look at you right now. बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो आप लोग